Well, the market pretty much got what it was looking for the last many months. A big Q, positive Q coming in from the Fed. The US Fed has held on to rates but has signaled 3 rate cuts next year. And that is definitely going to set the ball rolling amongst the bulls. But let's talk about individual stocks now. We have our entire research team joining in to give us some, stocks in the news. First, the IT sector on our radar. Reema's here to tell us why she's watching that one. Reema, morning.
Hi, good morning. So it could be a big day for IT as well. Remember yesterday the IT stocks had fallen. The index was down 1.3%. Names like TCS, large cap name, had fallen more than 2%. So IT can potentially reverse its losses from yesterday and climb on some more. The reason is, one, its correlation with NASDAQ and to the yield. So NASDAQ ended at new highs, gaining 1.4%. We've been talking about the US 10-year bond yields. Every time the bond yields decline, it's largely seen a positive for global technology names. And there is that sentiment rub-off which takes place in India too. Not just that, even the rupee closed at a fresh all-time low yesterday at 83.41. Year to date, the Nifty IT gains at 15% mirror that of the Nifty. But there are names like an Infosys, Wipro, which have underperformed the Nifty per se. That said, just bear in mind that Q3 quarter fundamentally may not be such a good one. The commentary so far across the board has been that it's going to be a muted quarter. It's seasonally weak, but this time there is this, we are seeing pretty high furloughs. So Q3 may not signal a reversal in the fortunes of IT companies. Back to you.
Okay, all right. So IT getting a bit of a booster shot, but Abhishek joins us to tell us about the banking names as well. Morning, Abhishek.
Morning, Nigel. So falling interest rate scenario is not good for banking sector. Given the fact that, right now, let me just explain the context. Fed has stated that they are looking for rate cuts next year. A move will give RBI flexibility to start easing next year as well. So when rates decline, it immediately impacts the yields or the loans that are being given out. They get repriced on the lower side immediately. So deposits will take time to get repriced as and when they mature. That is when they can come down to the lower rate versus high rates that they have gotten in this year. So the net interest margin can come under pressure for lenders in the interim period until they start seeing their high cost deposits actually come down or their cost of funds actually decline. So stocks may see some initial gains on the sentiment that is there in the market right now, but NIM impact will weigh on the stocks going forward. Back to you.
All right, thanks a lot for that. Well, the real estate sector has been on a tear lately. In fact, the index is at a record high. Sonal is here to tell us more about how there could be some more follow-on buying. Sonal, over to you.
Well, yes, we could see some follow-on buying because when we talk about interest rates, real estate is one of the big sectors that we talk about as well. And there is a positive indication with 3 cuts possible in 2024. There is a possibility that RBI could follow suit. And this definitely would be positive for consumers because loans would become affordable. Their cost of buying would come down and that would spur demand in the real estate sector, which is already seeing an upcycle. Secondly, for builders, it would reduce the cost of construction and that would be positive for their margins, for their bottom line as well. So it's a win-win for both builders and consumers. So yes, a green tick on the real estate stocks today.
Okay, Sonal, thanks very much for that. Fusion Microfinance should be in focus as well. Abhishek is here with details on this one. Abhishek, hi, morning.
Morning, Prashant. So yesterday, Nisha broke the story of, there is going to be a block in Fusion Microfinance, and that looks like to be confirmed. Fusion Microfinance book has been launched. Now, sources do tell us that Honey Rose investment to sell about 9.25% stake in the company. Now, the floor price is about 535 per share, which is at a discount of 4.9% to yesterday's closing price. The deal size is about rupees 500 crore. IIFL Securities is the sole broker over here, and there is a 60-day lock-in that, Warburg Pincus will have post the stake sale. Back to you.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for that, Abhishek. Well, Sudarshan joins in to wind this stocks and news section. Sudarshan?
First, I'll talk about the stocks which can be in the green. First one is Minda. Its arm UMTS has commissioned new automotive seating systems plant in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. That plant will manufacture mechanical parts for automotive seats for passenger cars. Next one is NBCC. Company has received work order worth 1,500 crore from NCDC, that is National Cooperative Development Corporation. Next one is IRCTC. Company is eyeing major expansion in non-railway catering business pan-India, and it has already signed MOUs with various government and autonomous bodies. In the near future, company is looking to add 15 more catering units across the country. Next one is Vedanta. Its board will consider fundraising on December 18. Now, two stocks that can be in the red. First one is Religare Enterprises. SEBI has suspended registration of Religare Commodities as commodities derivatives broker, and that suspension is for 3 months. Next one is Escorts Kubota. Harish Lalchandani has resigned as Chief Officer of Agri Machinery Business Division. That is effective February 28, 2024.
All right, thanks a lot for that. Well, here's a quick recap of our top stocks with positive news flow: IT, banks, realty. So basically, because of the rate cuts, expectation of rate cuts, all of these, rate sensitives could move. Fusion Microfinance, Uno Minda, NBCC, IRCTC and Vedanta. While stocks with negative news flow: Religare Enterprises and Escorts Kubota. Let's take a quick break. On the